Hello everybody, thank you very much for being here and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to contour and highlight your face in order to make your face look thinner. So if you want to learn how to do those techniques, please stay and watch. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to start by applying my foundation, and the foundation that I use is this one by Neutrogena and it's called Hydro Books. And no matter what foundation I use, I always like to pair my foundation with this BB cream by L'Oreal, because I notice that whenever I combine that with my foundation, it minimizes my pore. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend in my foundation. And when I blend in my foundation, I like to do it with my fingers. I don't like to use a sponge or a brush because I think it looks like makeup once you are done mixing, and I don't like that look. I think the fingers give you the more natural look, and I do like to use one finger only to blend instead of the whole hand. I have a little acne marks right there that I want to cover, but I'm gonna do another video showing you how to cover those. And the concealer that I like using is this one, and this concealer is 2 shades lighter than my skin. So I'm going to apply most of the color right there on the under eye or your dark circle, and then I'm gonna come down, and whatever is less on that brush I'm gonna apply it right here and then go here. And I like to use my concealer as my base for my eyeshadow, so I'm gonna put it in there too. Now I notice that my cheeks are starting to drop a little, and I start seeing a shadow here and here. So in order to avoid that, I'm gonna apply my concealer right here and right here. If I apply it here, I'm going to eliminate that shadow. Some concealer there, a little there, and I'm going to apply some concealer there too. I'm gonna go ahead and use a sponge, any sponge. You're going to wet it and then squeeze the water, and once your sponge is nice and fluffy and soft, you're gonna go ahead and start blending your concealer. And you want to start by trying to blend where you put the most of the concealer, which is right here under your eye, because you want most of the coverage right there. And when you blend, you're going to pat, 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 pat. Don't go like this. Just pat, 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 because that's going to give you a better application. And see, that's why I like to blend my foundation with my fingers, because when you blend with the sponge, even so it blends really nicely, you still get some coverage, which is what you want, or what I want on my under eye, so it doesn't look like I have dark circles. Okay, but I don't want that kind of a heavy look on my whole face. Go to the sides of the nose, see, and try to blend everything. Here on my eyelid, I just sweep because I really don't mind having a nice blending effect, because I'm gonna put eyeshadows in that area anyway. And since I'm here, I'm gonna go around my lips, on top of your nose, your forehead. And I like to go on top of all over my forehead, just with whatever I have less on the sponge. Now that we put on the concealer, we're gonna set it up with a powder. So this is the side that we use. See, that is dirty. We're gonna turn the sponge around and we're gonna wet it just with some water. And we're gonna use this side, the side that we just wet, to pick up the powder and apply the powder with the sponge. And the reason why I like to do that, because then when you apply the powder, it doesn't look like too much. You know, it looks more natural. Now, I do recommend very much for you to use a loose powder wherever you apply the concealer, because the loose powders are going to be a light powder. It's not too heavy on your face. Nowadays, loose powders, they come in different colors. You have some that come with pink undertones, some come with yellow undertones, some that are just plain white. Me, myself, I noticed that the colors that work best with me are the ones that have some yellow undertone, because that's what really highlights my skin color. Okay, so but I noticed that if you are, let's say, fair or really pale type of person, or medium skin too, you can use loose powder that has some pink undertone, and that will highlight your skin really nicely. But if you are, let's say, I'm brown looking and if you are darker than me, I noticed that the ones that have some orange undertone looks really nice on you too. But the only thing, when you see a loose powder that has some color in it, make sure that the color that it has, whether it is pink, yellow, or orange, is a really pale tone. So I'm going to put some of the powder right there on my hand, and I'm gonna pick at the sponge and pick at the powder, and I'm gonna first put it here so the most of the powder is right there, and then I'm gonna put it right here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just put it in all the parts where I put that concealer. A good loose powder will help you minimize your pores, so that's another plus about loose powders. So I'm applying the light concealer and the brightening loose powder, which in my case is the one with yellow undertone, in the center, because that's the area that I want to pop up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply the dark colors, and for that I'm going to apply a brown color. Now you have two tones of browns. You had a brown that has a gray undertone, and you had a brown that has a red undertone. What is the difference, or what do you use one for? Well, if you are going to contour with the idea or with the objective of making your face look thinner, you want to mimic as much as possible the natural shadows on your face. Now, when you, let's imagine you go outside and the sun is shiny, right? And it's going to, the light is hitting your face, so you are going to have sunlight right here and sun shadows here. Okay, those shadows are gonna be looking brown, but brown with kind of gray tones. You know, that's the color that your natural shadows are going to be. So if you want to contour with the idea of making your face look thinner, that's the color that is most recommended to you, because it's the one that is going to look more natural. Now, let's imagine you go to the beach, you spend the whole day at the beach, and you got a beautiful tan. What is going to happen? You are going to have your face, it's going to look tan, right? Like the sun kisses you around here. But that shadow that you are going to have, or that tan that you're going to have, is going to be brown, but a brown kind of reddish brown. Okay, so if you want to do that effect, if you want to mimic that, then that's when you use your brown with red undertones. Now, I personally think that makeup is to have fun, to do what you like doing. Now, I myself, for contouring, like to use the brown with red undertones. Even so, I know it's not the most natural looking look. I understand that, but I do like it how it looks on my face. It's your decision to use whatever choice of brown you think is better for you. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that. See, I have two colors here. So sometimes when you are starting, you tend to apply your contour with a heavy hand, and then to take it out, to make it look natural, is kind of hard. So I do recommend to start with a light color, because with the light color, even if you apply too much, it's not going to look too much. This powder is 4 shades maybe darker than my skin tone. because of the camera and the lightings and all that, I want to make sure that you are able to see what I'm doing. And I'm going to apply the contour with a heavy hand on purpose because I do want to show you clearly. I'm going to put the powder right there, see, where this part of the hair finish, right there. And I'm gonna first blend it there. And once I know most of the product is blended, then I'm gonna go down. But I'm gonna go down as far as where my eyebrow, see, this is my eyebrow, where my eyebrow finishes. So I'm going to go down just right there, no more, okay? And then I'm gonna blend. I like to go down right here because what happened? When I'm contouring, my objective is to make my face look thinner. The dark color is the color that is gonna make those areas that are too big look less big. Me, I want to hide this side because if I hide this side, then my face will look thinner. So I'm applying it here, blend it, and once most of the product is blended, I'm gonna go down here. See, and I'm going to go down all the way here. So now I'm going to apply my contouring all around my face. But how I'm gonna apply it? In this area, I'm here, right here, I'm going to apply it in the hairline, but going into the skin. See, so I'm going to apply it here and going into the skin some. In this area from here to here, I'm going to apply it on my hairline by going into the hair. Okay, and why is that? I don't want to take any space out of my skin because I want to have the effect that I have a long face. Because if I have a long face, then that will make my face at the same time look thinner. So, but here I'm applying it into the skin. Why? Because then it will touch some of the skin and that will hide that area that is touching, which will on the long run make my face look also thinner because this is gonna be hiding, and this is long, so it's gonna make my face look thinner. Let's imagine you have a lot of space on your forehead, then I do recommend to touch some of the skin. So go on the hairline and into the skin because you don't want to have such a long area either, okay? Now, if you have a very little space, you know, on your forehead, then by all means, make very sure, be very careful just to go on the hairline and into the hair. You do not want to touch any of the skin because if you do, you're going to reduce that area. And what we want is to have it long or elongated. So I'm going to go on the hairline and into the skin. Not much either, but some. Now we are touching the forehead, so we are just keeping our service on the hairline and a little into the hair. I'm not saying paint your hair, I'm not saying that, I'm just saying stay on your hairline. Now, for contouring your nose, I do strongly suggest for you to use a lighter color of bronzer. I'm just going to use the darker color so that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to use a flat brush like this one. And I'm going to apply it right here, and right here. And I'm going to blend. And when I'm blending, I'm going up a little bit, but pretty much until here. I'm not going all the way up here because I don't find that necessary. But you can do it if you want to. Like if this area is a little too big for you, you can go all the way up. But I think for me, this is enough. Now, when I apply my contouring color here, here, or here, what I'm doing is for those areas to look less noticeable. And what that is going to give me the fat of my nose looking more like this. I'll get some more and apply it here, and I'm gonna go around. And what this is going to do actually is make my lip look a little bigger this way, which I think looks pretty cool. So now that I apply my contouring color, now I once again want to bring more light to the center of my face. So I want to bring more light to the center of my face, and I'm going to apply something sorry, that is called a highlighter. But for me, the best highlighter is something that has a yellow undertone because of the color of my skin. Now, I personally like to use an eyeshadow that unfortunately they don't sell it anymore. But this eyeshadow is a pale yellow eyeshadow, and it has a satin finish, which means it's not too shimmery and it's not matte either. It's more like in between. It gives you a really natural effect. I apply it right here and then blend it in. Right here also. I apply it right here too. I hope that you can see it, because sometimes with the lighting, you know, it's kind of hard for you to see everything. Then I'm going to apply some here, some over here, here, and here. Now, there are another highlighters that are really bright, right? Really shimmery. I do like them very much. But the thing is that they don't look natural. That's why, depending on where I'm going or what I'm doing, I decide what highlighter I'm going to use. And one that I like a lot is this one. Mine broke, but I just wanted to show it to you anyway. And it's by Physicians Formula, and it's called Vega Strips. And you can see right here that it has the yellow gold. It also has some rose gold. But when I use these highlighters, and that's the reason why I mention it, is that I don't apply these very shimmer highlighters in the same places where I apply the really subtle one. With those ones, I like to apply it only right here, and right here, and of course blend it in. But I wanted to mention in this video this one that is by Physicians Formula. I don't know how it's called, but it looks like that, and it's just eyeshadows, and I like to use this yellow one here. But be very careful, because this thing is pretty much glitter. When I use it, I like to apply it, you know, here and blend it in, because I think it's so pretty. In here, I don't apply it anywhere. I don't apply it here because this is, like I say, pretty much glitter, so it's a little too much. I just leave it alone. I just wanted to mention and show you where I apply my blush. I'm going to use this one. I myself like to apply my blush right here. Because I think it looks better for me. I seen some people applying it right here, like my sister. She applies it here and it looks very pretty on her. But me myself, whenever I apply it there, I think it looks kind of weird and I don't really like it. So me, I like to apply my blush right here between my highlighter color and my contouring color. And when I apply it, I go down a little bit to make sure it blends in with my contouring color. And I do like to apply my blush first and my highlighter later. And when I apply my highlighter, I always make sure it's blending into my blush, you know, so it doesn't look like, oh, one finish here and the other one start here. No, everything looks well blended. Okay everybody, this is the end of the video. Thank you very much for staying with me. I hope that you like it. I hope that you learned something neat on how to highlight and contouring, which actually on the long run give us the effect of having a thinner looking face. I just wanted to mention that I forgot to apply my face powder. Now for my face powder, I don't take into account any undertone color. All I do with my face powder is to try to get one that is similar to my skin color. So I'm brown looking, so my face powder is gonna be one that is also brown looking. See? This one looks kind of light for me, but it's actually my color. And I do apply it on the areas where I did not apply the concealer, which are these ones. You know, sometimes, to be honest with you, I apply just a little bit in this area, which will be my forehead, my nose, and my chin here, but only because I have combination skin, which means that when you have combination skin, you have a T-zone, right? This part is oily and this part is dry. So I like to apply just a little bit of my face powder in this area, because if I don't, then my face, that part of my face tend to shine a lot. So I don't like that shiny effect or greasy effect, you know, greasy look. So that's why I apply my powder, but you don't have to do that if you don't have that problem, okay? So that's it for today. I just went ahead and finished my makeup. I applied just some eyeliner, a little mascara, and faux lashes, and a lipstick, and that was it. Nothing else. So if you like this video, please like it, subscribe, and if you have any comments, any questions, or you have any suggestions for any other videos that you would like to see me doing, please let me know. Okay, just write it in there, and then I can read it. Okay, thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye.